Wipe that look off your face, cat. Yes, we're making vegan fish sauce, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty damn good. 4-minute mark of this video, we're gonna prove it. You're gonna need palm sugar, wakame, salt, dehydrated mushrooms, and coconut vinegar. Make sure the only ingredient in your coconut vinegar is coconut water, and if you can't find coconut vinegar, use apple cider vinegar. I'm using volcanic sea salt, but any sea salt will work in a pinch. Actually, the wakame is salty enough you could forgo salt altogether if you'd like. I'm using palm sugar. I just think it adds something special to the flavor, but brown sugar will work. You could even use regular granulated sugar. Just whatever you have lying around. No need to buy something extra. Now the wakame I couldn't find at my local grocery store, so I ordered mine from Amazon, and I'll have all the ingredients linked below in the description box. And an optional ingredient is going to be a probiotic. Just make sure that the probiotic capsule is vegan if that's important to you. And I'm going to do a taste test comparison to let you know which fish sauce I prefer. To my mason jar, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of wakame, 1 teaspoon of palm sugar. And I'm using the volcanic salt because it adds a nice color to the fish sauce, but you can omit the sea salt altogether because the wakame has enough salinity. Now I'm adding my vegan probiotic. I'm just going to take it out the capsule and mix it on in. So I kind of just winged it with this recipe. I went on feeling, and I wasn't sure how the probiotic was going to affect the flavor of the fish sauce. So I made 2 versions, and at the 4-minute mark, I'm going to let you know how they turned out and which one I recommend. So now we're going to add a cup of room temperature water. And last but not least, 1/4 teaspoon of the coconut vinegar. Give everything a mix and then top it with an airtight lid. So just think of this as sun tea brewing. I left mine on my countertop for 48 hours, but if you're not comfortable with this being on your countertop, then put it in your fridge. But the longer you let this seep, the more flavorful the fish sauce. Bam! 2 days later, it's ready to hit a strainer, and you're just going to press all that juice out of your sea vegetables. Now we're going to add a 1/2 cup of water to kind of dilute our fish sauce because this stuff is super potent. And diluting it just helps us control the flavor, and we get a little more volume out of the recipe. This was my first time making vegan fish sauce, and since I did kind of just wing the recipe, I didn't want to give you that boo-boo the fool and give you something that was going to be gross. So I took my time to see how they would change with flavor and texture over a period of 28 days. I'm going to share my results with you. This project was important to me because I recently traveled through Thailand taking cooking classes. A common vegan dupe that they would give you for fish sauce was mushroom sauce, which is heavily processed and quite sweet. So I figured that's why vegan Thai food is so darn sweet and unbalanced, because it's missing the fish sauce game. It's all wrong. So hopefully this works for you. Let me know what you think. And if you don't want to see the taste test, then it's been real, and hit that subscribe button. I'm still learning about lighting, y'all, so the first take of this video didn't work out, but the audio and commentary is better. So, yeah. So it's a bit of a mashup.
Oh, it smells so bad. Whenever I use fish sauce to make kimchi, my husband asks me to do it outside because it smells so bad. Okay, I'm psyching myself out. It smells like a decaying body. And I imagine that's what like any sort of like decayed meat would taste like. It tastes so bad, but I know it's so delicious in food. Oh, but the taste is just terrible. I need a minute. When sucking on a lemon is your relief. Oh my God. God, that was so gross. think we're good. That was really, really gross. Okay. This one smells like a piece of kelp. Like those little balls of kelp that have been like sitting in the sun for too long. But it's not nearly as offensive as the fish sauce. And this tastes like really briny, like seawater and kombucha. Yeah, definitely like a seaweed salad kind of a flavor, like a little bit briny, like almost like there's vinegar in it, but there's no vinegar, which I got that kind of a flavor, fermented flavor from the actual fish sauce. So this one is good, but I think it was better and had more briny sea flavor, like right when it was first made. So I would definitely eat this one within the first 3 days. This is the one with the probiotic. Right away, it smells more complex. And it tastes more complex. This one tastes like a fresh oyster, like a fresh Kumamoto oyster, like just straight out the water, one that like just was plucked from the sea like today. It tastes the most like fish sauce, but without being like so aggressively salty and so aggressively funky. But it has that something extra that fish sauce has because of the probiotic fermenting Wakame, I think that's how it's pronounced, but the sea vegetable itself. So yeah, the clear winner for me, and as you can tell I've used more of this in cooking, is the fish sauce with the probiotic. The one with the vegan fish sauce that doesn't have probiotic also doesn't have as long of a shelf life, so you'll want to get rid of that within 2 weeks. But this one has been going strong for over a month, and you can see the water is like a little more murky, but I think that that's okay. I think that that is actually helpful, and now you have like more good bacteria getting in your gut. So yeah, definitely the if you have access to a probiotic, definitely put it in your vegan fish sauce. It's gonna give it that like extra funk, and it's gonna lend itself beautifully to any of like your curries or whatever it is that you're making that requires fish sauce. I do not suggest trying the fish sauce. I did that to give this video validity, and I did it for y'all too. And please feel free to subscribe. It's free. Subscription costs you nothing. You get to see like a fat girl drinking shit. It's gross.